Good morning in Europe and good evening in Asia. It's time for AF Asia round 5, and as you see in the title, we are at Barbagallo today. And as you can, you also tell that we're in Australia because nice Vegemite hot air balloon. What a way to start! Really short track. So let's try and take you around as quickly as possible. Polybius is the first one that's going to be setting a lap, so let's go on board with him for the start of the lap. Here's the final corner. You'll be able to go wide there during qualifying, but not during the race. We're looking at sub 1 minute laps for the fastest times. Over the line to start it off. Brake around the curve on the curve on the left. Pull it in for the long turn 1 right-hander. Don't touch any of the apexes on the inside. That's the case for most of the tracks. For most of the corners on this track, through turn 2 and turn 3, it's basically like Eau Rouge and Radion, but slightly worse. Keep it pinned for turn 4 on the inside to open up turn 5. That isn't quite flat if you get the line wrong. Over the crest towards turn 6, tricky braking zone, multiple apexes that multiple lines you can take. But that looks pretty good. Floor it now out of turn 6. 1 corner to go, but first a quick trip downhill. It's that dip in the road. Slightly uphill braking zone for the final corner. 90-degree right. I thought he got that completely wrong, but he goes nicely wide. You won't be able to do that in the race. As I said, his first lap, a 58.8. That's a pretty good lap to start us off with. Vincent goes for 59.0, I would act to 59.7, and Ido goes top with a slightly faster 58.8. We got 15 minutes of qualifying. They're going to be having tons of attempts at this. But Sis Murray on top, the Australian driver, so he's on top with the 58.4. Followed by Takuma with the 58.7. We have 15 people around this really tight track, and it's going to be a lot of fun to race this, I think. Really close battling. Plus, obviously, a staple of AF Asia this season, the mandatory pit stop must be taken at some point in the race. Now then, now I've done my intro, I can catch up. Thank you, Jens. Thank you, Jens, for the multiple bits. Same for Rubber. I'm not going to be like Juan. If you give more, I'm only going to say thank you if you give more than 1 bit. Ah, no, that's too mean. Sidmo goes wide in what I'm pretty sure is an initial D reference of a car in the 69. Returns to the pits. It's a really short pit lane as well, and you get a really tricky exit because you've got to keep it on the inside, and you might be able to overtake. If you're sort of side by side on the exit, you're going to be close on the exit. Thank you, Robo and Jens, for another bit each. But I want to commentate. Cosmo just had a spin. That's off at turn 1. Very close field. Minute top 10, separated by a second. There's Brian Kahyadi. Made his debut last week at Chang. Got a very good result. Thank you, Rubber. Ido improves and goes pole with a 58.447. 400ths. That's the sort of gaps we're looking at for this qualifying session. You'll see that all the way through the field. Maybe even closer. So Ido, Murray, Domingo, Takuma and Hayes is your top 5 after the first 5 minutes, after the first sort of round of laps. Last week in Chang, Whatever took home the championship after 4 wins out of the 4 best results that you need. So it's best 4 out of 6 races in AF Asia, and Whatever took pole, fastest lap and the win in all 4 of the first 4 rounds. So he's cleared off with the championship in hand, leaving Beauty, Whatever's teammate, to clean up the mess that's left behind. There's a power vacuum It needs to be filled, and we'll see it filled today. But Beauty's team and whatever's team can take home the team's title today. They currently lead the team's championship by 59 points over second place. That team consists of Farija Fikri and Miguel Costa. Now Costa is in the server. Here he is. That's because we're going to go wide. Currently P8 with a 58.9. He is ahead of Beauty though. So there is a chance. There is a chance that they can take home, that they can keep themselves in. So the second place team is named Paquet Motorsport. Paquet? I guess it's Paquet Motorsport. Big BCR are on 118 at the top, and then it's Paquet Motorsport with 59. Honda TRR, that's Takuma and Callum Dunn with 55. And HMX Hobieland Racing Team with 53. That's Rinaldi Ido and Colin Louis. And then fifth is Teleport Racing, which is Ben Hayes and Diego Domingo. That's the top 5. Most people can still take the championship because it's 47 points that you can get from one round. So anyone who's 94 behind, that's everyone up to about, well, I think top 8. Yeah, top 8 teams are still in the, it's still theoretically in the hunt, but let's face it, it's going to be super difficult. I've had a spin for Ido and a spin for Domingo. Ido spun it at turn 1, even before turn 1, so God knows how he's done that. Maybe it's a rear brake lockup. So Captain Hayes with the prediction. Hayes, Domingo, top 2. So Hayes currently P4 and Domingo currently P5. So you're almost there, but you've got 3 people in front of you. Beauty 1, 2, 3. Well, he's got to find a second. Over a second. He does a 58.2. I need to find some extra people to watch. Fail's gone off as well. Here's Polybius. He's going to come across the line to start his lap. Diving into turn 1, pull it in. As I said before, don't touch those entry apexes like Redacted just did. He got away with it though, because I think he straddled the curb rather than hitting it with his tyres. Up Faux Rouge. I'm pretty sure these corners do actually have names, I think. That's what these names are. No, that's Bathurst. Next week we are going to Bathurst for the season finale. That'll be winner takes all pretty much because nothing else is going on. No, these corners don't have names, never mind. Polybius over that crest towards the final corner. It's a real roller coaster this track. The drivers have been loving it all week. And Polybius taking a bit too far at the final corner. And taking the gravel on exit. Oh jeez. Number 9 says, do you think Jens gets a pole in this AF Asia race? No. Polybius there letting his teammate, his other Jägermeister teammate go past in I Redacted. Thank you, Jens, for the bit. Just over 5 minutes to go in this session. Ido's still on top of 58.2. I think people have sort of taken everything they can out of this track, but not everybody has done that. Redacted improves, as you see there, to a 59.4. So there's still a few people who are, let's say, off the pace. They can find more. They can find more time. I think Ido with a 58.2 is probably as fast as you could probably go around this track. Costa's stopped at pit exit. Probably to get some clean air. Hayes has gone past, he's going to have to be quick before Diego Domingo comes past. I keep saying Diego Dom because he's been called Diego Dom for ages, and I changed it to Domingo, Diego Domingo, which is his actual name. I'm still getting used to that. Hayes for the win will be popular, but he's better in AF3. He's done 3 wins in a row in AF3 so far. Oh, a bit's disabled. I didn't do that. That must be somebody else. I don't control all that stuff. I don't know how to do that. All I see is the chat. I've got Streamlabs. I do the camera work, not the behind the scenes stuff. I don't look at it. Domingo and Hayes, 58.599 both. Love it. Equal. Who's your money on for pole? It's still looking like Ronaldo at this point, but Sismoe is still trying, as is everybody. All cars are out on track right now. We've 3 minutes to go, so the last 3 or 4 attempts, if you can get the timing right. Is Ido round turn 6? Set to 5 as a minimum. Ah! Let's run a bob with Ido for another lap. Nope, never mind. He's gone off. Let's try Sismoe instead. He's coming through turn 3 and Faux Rouge. Oh, he clipped. Whoa, hello. He's going way off and into. Oh, he's avoided. No, he hasn't avoided. He's reached the other pit entrance. That was weird. Locking the brakes going into turn 4. Let's look at Takuma. He's currently P3, 58.552. So he's got exactly 3 tenths to find to get back on pole. But he's 8 tenths down out of the first sector, it seems. I have a cat that wants to enter the room, so let's get him in. Get her in. That's annoying. Final corner for Saikat Kua. Goes wide as normal, but keeps it still pretty tight, even if it is wide, but no improvement. 59.4, that's not the sort of times we're looking for. We're looking for about a 58.2. No, I'm with Danny. 5-bit minimum is fine for me. I watched the AF4 stream yesterday and it was amazing. Juan did an amazing job. But seriously, every 2 minutes was, thank you, Robert, for the 1 bit, thank you, Robert, for the 1 bit, thank you. Thank you, James, for the 1 bit. You know, we're streaming a race, not streaming a bit war. Still, Takuma seems to be struggling with our first sector. And he might have a problem ahead. No, never mind, because he's got going again. But there was another car. That's Bones or Bones, I think Juan calls him. Another 59.4. That's very consistent, but not good enough. Fail has stopped somewhere around about T4. Ronaldo Ido, he is half a tenth up. He's still 400ths up after the second sector. Final corner for Ido. Is it going to be an improvement? Can we see a 57? No, we don't. We do see a 58.1. With 15 seconds to go in the session, that is his mark set. Domingo goes P3 with a 58.4, and this is the point where we turn to free camera to finish this session off. 5 seconds to go. Who's that coming out the final corner? That is Hayes. Hayes doesn't improve, he stays P5. Emerging from behind the barrier is Costa, who will stay P11. Still a few more drivers left to finish their lap. next one will be Cano. He's currently around at just coming out of turn 7. Brian Cahiardi has had a spin at turn 6. He's going to stay P10 at best. We've got Cano, Domingo, Beauty, Vincent, Cuspronotto, Polybius, all on a lap at the minute. Here's Cano, round the final corner. You see, he goes wide, yeets it back in before the end of the grass, and will stay P12. Next, Domingo. He hasn't improved so far. Does he improve in the final sector? No, he doesn't. He's a 10th off in the end. Next is Beauty, who doesn't improve. Neither does Vincent. 2 drivers left. Cuspronotto is the first of them. Cuspronotto is not using, neither Polybius. Neither of them are using the final corner track cut. Costa had already done his lap. So it's Ronaldo that's on pole at Barbagallo. Sis Moe will start 2nd, then Domingo and Takuma. Ben Hayes will start 5th alongside Michael Vincent. Then Polybius, Fail, Beauty, Cahiardi rounds out top 10. And outside the top 10 is Costa, Cano, Redacted, Bones and Cuspronotto. And of course the prediction result goes to Ido, who wins. 150 bits go to Danny. Great, that went well. You know, Tokopatoba, you can study and watch the race, you know. Just saying. So, who is going to take it home? There's going to be a new winner in AF Asia for only the 2nd time. Will it be Ronaldo, the champion from... He was a champion from something. I can't remember what he was the champion of. Indy 250, of course. Indy 250 champion. Or the hometown hero, Sis Moe, the Australian driver. But let's take you down the grid right now. All the cars are side by side. This could be interesting because since they're actually side by side, pretty much this is what the difference between 1st and 2nd will get you. About a metre, if that. On the front row, Ronaldo, Sis Moe, then Diego Dom and Sayakat Takuma on row number 2, then Ben Hayes and Michael Vincent on row 3, Polybius and Fail on row 4, then Beauty and Brian Cahiardi on row 5, row 6, Miguel Costa and Cano, then row 7 is Redacted and Bones, and the sole driver on row 8 is Ahmad Cuspronotto. I can't say his name anymore. Ahmad Cuspronotto. But we go to the lights. Let's watch the inside between Ido and Moe. Lights are out and away we go. It's a good start from Ido, but I think the 2nd phase is going to... No, the 2nd phase is going to... That's one of the Jägermeister cars. That's Polybius. What a start from him. I hope that wasn't a jump start, but never mind, it's all over. He's gone wide at turn 1. That's the end of his race. Sis Moe takes the lead at Barbagallo. Ido comes into 2nd. Domingo overtaking Takuma for P3. Then Hayes, Vincent and Polybius has rejoined in P7. Then the battle for 8th, Costa and Cahiardi, who was side by side into turn 4. Behind that, there's been a wipeout. Redacted, Bones has gone off, and Cuspronotto was involved as well, I think, and fails backwards. Only 3 cars involved in that, I think, so I'm on race control duty as well, so I think we'll leave the safety car in. But I'll get the button ready just in case. There we are. It's ready. Out of the final corner, Hayes versus Takuma, coming in straight into the pits is Polybius, which means he did get a jump start and thus a drive-through penalty. Down the inside, Hayes looks on Takuma for P4, but will stay behind for now. Up Faux Rouge. Polybius will rejoin in P10. It's quite a short pit lane, so a drive-through penalty isn't the end of the world. Fail has had to come in the pits as well. The mandatory pit window isn't open yet. It won't open for another 3.5 minutes. Diving down the hill, braking. You can see a huge lock-up for Takuma as he turns in for turn 6. Hayes could get a good run out of that corner. Here is Hayes is on board. Over the crest and down the hill. Is he going to make a move into turn 7? He looks like he is. Is he going to dive and brakes a little bit later, but not quite enough? Takuma slams the door shut. P4 remains in Takuma's hands. Sismoe set the fastest lap with a 58.7, an excellent start to his race. Domingo, meanwhile, has also done Ronaldo Ido, so Ido's down to 3rd from pole. Then the train of cars that starts with Takuma, then Hayes, and it's Vincent 6th, and Cagliari and Costa all in that fight. Wide, you can see in the mirror goes Michael Vincent behind, but he's pulled it into at the end of the apex. So he's going to stay in it. Hayes is teleport racing, yes. This is still not enough. Beauty is down in 15th, which means he's only going to get 1 point out of this race. A lifeline for Costa, but Costa's position only gets him 7 points. Or 8 points, I don't know. Yeah, 8 points, pretty sure. So he's got to start making his way up the field if he wants to stay in with a shot at the team's title. Take it down to Bathurst. Fastest lap speeds, personal best has been set throughout the field, but Ronaldo Ido is the fastest one at a 58.6. Lots of action going on. Meanwhile, behind this, Costa versus Cagliari. Costa has taken P7 from Cagliari. Bones has gone for a little jaunt, so he's back. He's down to 15th now, and Beauty's comeback has started. He got wiped out at turn 4 on the first lap. If you just joined us, and thank you to the 15 people at least who have joined us. That's awesome. High numbers for Sunday morning. Ido's still harrying Domingo for that 2nd place. There's still early doors, and there's still the pit strategy to bear in mind. It's a short pit lane, as I said, so undercut could be quite strong. Bones has gone off, and Bones is actually disconnected now. That's the first DNF of the day. I could look at Ido, or I could look at Hayes, Takuma and Vincent. In fact, Hayes is side by side down the hill, but he's got the outside line for the final corner. Can he pull the switch back? No, he's not. Takuma's still there, but what's this? Michael Vincent is there. Hayes is going to lose a little bit of time going over the curb. They're wheel to wheel. Takuma and Hayes into turn 1. Hayes is going to try it around the outside. Looks like he's still trying it. He's still side by side. He's not going to get his foot in. Vincent clobbers the curb on the inside of turn 1, so he's going to be out of this battle for now, but he's still there. He just can't make a move. Canos and Polibis for P9. That was into turn 1. They're still side by side. Cano's gone off, actually. He's gone into the barrier. He's hit the barrier. The pit lane is now open. Ido and Domingo still battling it out. Hayes was trying around the outside of Takuma. Vincent's trying to take advantage of this. He's going to be side by side with Hayes down towards the final corner. Is Hayes going to try it on Takuma? Are we going to be 3 wide down the final corner? No, Vincent backs out. Hayes switches to the outside for the last corner. Oh, we had a little lag moment for Vincent. My heart skipped. Oh, okay, we're all good. Hayes out the final corner. Still nose to tail. Let's get a chase cam going. He's going to be trying round the outside. Need that sweet orbit cam. And round the outside, not quite powerful enough. He's almost there. With a few more attempts, he might get it. There's Vincent behind. He's ready. He's ready to pounce. He looks pretty strong in the 2nd sector, does Vincent. He's close enough. He's always close enough to make a move into T6, but it's not enough. Oh, do forgive me. I've got blocked nose this morning. He's still trying around the outside. There's a brief glimpse of Vincent's bumper, you can see at the bottom of your screen. We're going to get rid of stereo castle now, I don't need it. This gap's starting to spread out, but so let's look at just in front of this, Domingo versus Ido for P2. So he's just set the fastest lap, but he's not getting away particularly much. I think if Ido can get past, he has got the speed around this track, but he's gone wide at turn 1, so he's going to be out of it for a little while. Michael Vincent, the first one to pit during the pit window. There's still 17.5 minutes left of that pit window. I'm only 8 minutes into this pretty stunning race, to be fair. It's an exciting race. It will be very interesting to see. Vincent's come out in P10, and he's come out in some clean air relative to this track. He has got I'm Redacted behind, but that's about a second behind. But if these two keep battling, that's going to be excellent for Vincent's chances of a podium. Well, P4. Hayes goes for the pit lane. Instantly reacts. Yeah, decides to instantly react. He missed his pit box, he had to reverse. Cachiardi's in as well, and so is Cusper Noto. He's going to come out. Hayes going to go round the outside of Cusper Noto at the pit exit. I love it. Oh, that was brilliant. And Hayes is going to be side by side with his teammate Cano going up towards turn 4. An overtake around the outside of the pit exit. Wow. Cusper actually had a little moment. He's a lap down already after about 9 minutes. I think there was almost a bumper touch between Hayes and Cano there. Huge lock-up for Hayes, but he's got it stopped for turn 6 and holds the inside. Cano has a clonk on the inside curb, so he's going to stay behind. But Hayes has got out ahead of Vincent by about 2 seconds. You can see the gap there. There's Hayes at the front of your picture, and here's Vincent in the mostly white car, but with the, frankly, it's a terrible skin. But Takuma's in now. Is he going to come out? He's just coming out of the pit exit now. You'll just see him there. So Vincent is going to be behind Takuma as well. Can Hayes get out in front? It's going to be side by side between Hayes and Takuma. Hayes has got the undercut done just. So Hayes will take the net P4. We just went on Costa and Polybius to pit, and that will be them back in position. But no one in the top 3 has pitted yet. Ido has done Domingo for P2 while this mini pit battle was going on. Another huge rear lockup for Hayes. You can see his rear tyres under rotating. Good start to this race. This is a lovely race to start your Sunday morning. We've got another race on later. That's AF1, the finale of AF1 at Montreal, with what's looking like it's going to be guaranteed to be a new winner in AF1. Nobody that has won a race in AF1 before is racing today, it seems. So far, at least. So that's going to be super exciting later today. That's at 5 PM GMT. And that'll be followed by 2 big announcements that we can't wait to share with you later today. You can probably guess what they are based on the fact that, you know, AF1 is ending. That's at least for one of them. Looking forward to it. Beauty round the outside of Redacted, coming towards turn 6. Gets it stopped and still gets to pull it to the inside. That's a good move from Beauty. Nice smooth move. In front of this, Cano is trying to make the most of whatever he can by trying to get past Vincent. Polybius into the pits for the first time. He's going to come out. He's on the move now. He's going to come out behind Hayes, behind Takuma, probably behind this battle as well for Vincent and Cano. Oh no, Polybius has only just stopped in the pit box. He's moving again. He's going to be behind Fail at this point. So it's going to be P13. Maybe. It's going to be close between those two. Let's go back to that actually. Because his Polybius, yeah, just comes out about a second or 2 ahead of Fail. or fail. It's bad in a good way, Potobo. It's bad in a good way. You know, the good bad. Like that film, The Room. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. That was bad. That was a bad one. The bad. Fail has caught up to within a second now, Polybius. So, DOS? No, this is touring cars. We don't need DOS. We can overtake properly. Customer Motors had another spin. That's at turn 6. He's gone wide. But he's got going again. He's going to be lapped by Costa, who's going to be P4. That's lapped for the second time in 12 minutes. Fail still catching. He's down to within half a second of Polybius. Polybius is pitted though. Has Fail pitted? Let's have a look at the pit stops. There we are. Fail has pitted. The top 4 hasn't pitted, and neither has Cano or Redacted, but the rest of the field has. Fail to the inside now. No, backs out of it completely, because I think actually one of them has to pit again. No, Vincent and Polybius pitted on lap 1 because of jump start. Definitely Polybius did. That's why it says 2 stops on his board. I see Cismoy's pulling into the pits now. Here he is. He's in as well. Followed by Ido, followed by Domingo. It's a race in the pit lane. Let's go for the F6 camera, I think. Yes. Cismoy, I think, missed his pit box. He's missed his pit box, and so has Domingo, because he's reversing. Where has he gone? He's gone in the pit box. He's gone in the actual garage. What's going on? Moe's going to get away well. Domingo's still stuck. Ido got away fine. So Ido retakes the lead of this race. I'm glad I watched that. What the hell was that? In fact, Moe's so far behind, he's going to be behind Takuma and Vincent, who've just come together at turn 1. Takuma spun his rejoin in P6. And now he's got Cagliari, who's having a little pop. And behind that is Domingo, who's just come out of the pits late. Cosmonautas had another moment. He's there. You can see him on the inside. Trying to ball with Brian Cagliari. He's going to try. He had a look there. That was a beautiful little. Shall I pop in? Come on, Takuma into turn 6. We're not going to make it work this time. Behind Cagliari, you can see in the mirror, the virtual mirror, is Diego Domingo. Just Redacted left to pit. Cagliari's going to look round the outside at turn 7. Has to think better of it. Domingo goes past and takes that. Costa's in the pits now. Domingo's going to look to the outside for turn 1. And he might just make it work, you know. Costa's come out ahead of Takuma and Domingo, so he's going to come out in P5. That's a good result for him. Domingo makes the move around the outside and seals it through turn 2. Beautiful. Takuma has a little look into turn 4, but it's not going to be close enough this time. This battle's going to keep going. I love it. This track really knows how to make the battles happen. Turn 6 seems to be a very difficult corner to get right because it's downhill braking zone, plus it's an off-camber corner, so it's very easy to lock your brakes. But not so badly that you can't make the corner. You can still make the corner, you just have a bit of tyre wear. 13:42 to go in this round 5 of AF Asia. I think one of the most exciting races we've seen so far in AF Asia. That and Singapore. Domingo goes for another move around the outside of turn 1 on Costa. Whoa! And they touch each other! And Takuma gets caught up in it. And that one looks like a racing incident based on the fact that they weren't actually alongside. Domingo just closed in the door too early. but Costa gets away fair enough. P5 still. Cagliari improves to P6, and Beauty with an excellent comeback to P7. Your top three is now Rinaldi Ido, then Ben Hayes 5 seconds back, and then Sis Murray another second and a half back. There's your top three. Then Vincent P4, Costa P5, then Cagliari, Beauty, Takuma, Domingo, and Polybius rounds out the top 10. Then we've got Fail in 11th, and Cano, Redacted, and Cosmonato 2 laps down from Redacted. Take a look back at the battle for P7. Takuma's caught up to Beauty in his comeback. Beauty goes exit stage right into the pit lane. So I guess Beauty hadn't pitted yet. Oh, that's disappointing. Redacted's looking at Cano in the battle for P12. Fails into the pits as well, so they're both going to go up to the back of the grid. It's a race through the pit lane for them as well, but Fail's already got going again. No, never mind. Beauty is going to jump Fail. There we go. Beauty will take P12, and it's probably going to stay that way, not going to lie, because it's quite a long way back. At least 3 seconds, maybe 4. Just past the half distance now. Everybody's pitted. Pretty sure, at least. Personal best at lap 4 for Miguel Costa, 59.0. So he's going to try and claw back that 6 second gap to Michael Vincent. But I doubt it. Let's have a look. I've seen a couple of people speeding in the pit lane. Quite a few, actually. Ben Hayes, Brian Cagliari, Polybius and Miguel Costa have all been marked down here as having sped in the pit lane. But whether that's actually speeding or like 81, 82 kilometers per hour, we'll have to see. So penalties possibly coming for those drivers. No one else has cut the final corner enough to possibly warrant a penalty. So that shouldn't be an issue, but there's only one cut line anyway at the final corner. It's a solid lap from Sis Murray as he tries to catch up to Ben Hayes. He's at a 58.5 and he's now on the back of Ben Hayes. Let's have a look at on board here. Here's the last 10 minutes of this race. Hayes goes a little bit wide mid-corner at turn 4. That's brought Sis Murray into the battle. He's going to be over the crest towards turn 6. 3/10 now is the gap. So this battle is on. They've got a back marker in the form of Affleck because Noto behind this. He's moved to the right hand side, so he's out of the way of them. And in the slipstream is Murray. He's getting closer. He's going to make a move into turn 7. No, he's not. That's how Ben Hayes locks up. So Murray's in it. You're my Barbagallo. It reads on the back of that car. Oh, they both have some strange moments there. Murray clips the curb on the inside, so he's going to back off a little bit. And Michael Vincent's going to start to be in play soon. He's a second and a half back. You can see him in the virtual mirror behind. Over the crest and down the hill we go, and now the sun is blinding me. Jesus. Let's shut that curb. Out the final corner, trying to clunk that curb too hard. It throws you off a bit and loses you some time. Only about half a tenth at most, but still it affects you. Through turn 1 once again. Vincent is just there, just in tow. But he needs to push a bit harder if he wants to be in the fight for a podium here. Murray and Ido clearly look like the fastest cars on the track, but Ido's cleared off in front, so he's good, and Murray is stuck behind Hayes. Hayes is sort of, I would say, third fastest. He's got a lot of pressure coming on. So, you know, a lot of the Hayes family in the chat. Thank you for watching. I'm going to take a quick. Yeah, just checking to turn 7. No, not quite close enough. I'm going to take a quick look at Domingo. I can't turn away from this battle. Quick look at Domingo. He's coming up to Saika Takuma because Pronotis had a spin at turn 1. He's now 3 laps behind from P13. Of course I miss it. Moe's looking for a move around the outside at turn 1. But they're still alongside coming up Faux Rouge. He's going to have the inside for 4 is Moe. I think he's got the job done. No, they're still alongside, so side by side through turn 5. There's a little touch. But they're both still going. They had a little moment. One of them stuck behind a back marker. I think that was Hayes because Moe has taken P2. Vincent right there to pick up the pieces of any further battling. Down the hill. Once again. Hayes got a good run out of turn 6 because he's almost alongside already. I was sure he was going to try and make a dive into turn 7, but it's not going to work. Three-way battle for P2. This is worth the price of admission right here. There's also a three-way battle for P6 that I really want to look at. So let's look at it quickly. Kashadi, Takuma and Domingo. Takuma's looking at the outside at turn 1. Not quite close enough. But he is a lot closer coming up towards turn 4. Turn 4 is a difficult place to overtake if you're not already alongside beforehand. You've got to set it up through 1 and secure it through 4. And that's a punt from Woohoo! What a move from Domingo! A late move down the inside. Barge is past. Thank you, I'll have that. P7 for him. Ooh, that was aggressive. And the final corner, Vincent straddles that curb. Oof. He likes that sausage. Sorry. Through turn 1 again, Hayes has dropped off the back of Sismo now. And he could lose P3 as well if he starts making little mistakes like that. That was properly wide through turn 4, and Vincent almost had a look. Down towards 6. Domingo's overtaken Brian Cagliari. Cuspinoto's gone straight on. He's going to go for a jaunt through the Australian outback. And will rejoin exactly where he was before in P14. Not a good race from him today. 3 laps down. Down the inside goes Vincent into turn 7. I think Hayes had a mistake, so Vincent's going to pick up the pieces. They're still side by side coming into 1. Hayes has tried it round the outside at turn 1 before. He's still going to try it. He's pulled it in. He's still side by side. He's going to have the inside for turn 4 if they can stay clean through 3, which is fairly easy. Vincent clips the curb on the inside, so he's going to lose ground. Hayes retakes P3. Behind this, the battle's still going on. Domingo, Cagliari, Takuma. Thank you, Pellex, for following. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Oh, that's the wrong button. Another nice clean race in AF Asia. It's exactly what I want to see. It's the best of AF right here. Clean racing. If you want to be a part of this, join us on Discord. Discord.me/AssettoFriends or Discord.io or d.gg/AssettoFriends. Maybe not GG. Sometimes the worst car brings out the best racing. Just joined. I think I'm about to see that. If I go in here, I'll see my logs and see. There he is. I'm guessing that's Alex. Thank you, Alex. I'm going to switch back to Cagliari. Polybius Domingo's cleared off from this battle. He's 2 seconds ahead of this. So he's off to try and maybe take P5, but he's got 4 seconds to find in 3 minutes. That's quite difficult. Oh, Cagliari goes wide. Takuma takes it. Thank you very much. Job done. Towards turn 7. But Cagliari's going to pull into the slipstream. He's going to have a look. Takuma straight down the middle. He's going to make it as wide as possible. His Honda Civic. And stays ahead into 7. But there's still the best part of 3 minutes left in this race. We've done 27 laps in this race. Hayes versus Vincent is kicking off again. Back down to 3/10 between them. Me out of context. Uh-oh. It's going to be me saying straddle the sausage, isn't it? Oh god. The fact that I've just seen Robert 9 post it in the shitpost memes channel, that's not a good sign. Around the outside is Vincent. Got a little held up by Cuspera Noto in the way. Vincent's going to have... He's not going to be alongside. But Hayes has left him the room on the outside. Very gentlemanly of him. But he's going to try it around the outside. It's not going to be enough. Hayes is going to stay ahead now, but is he going to leave the car's width still? Yes, he is, just in case. Oh, and shuts the door through the... going towards the braking zone of 4. So Hayes stays ahead for now. 90 seconds left in this race. So we should be getting 2 more laps of this race. Ido's coming towards turn 7 right now. Thank you, Ivan, for following, or Ivanado. Really appreciate that. We're doing really well. I love this series. I love this community. It's amazing. So Ida's coming across the line, so we will have 2 laps left. Vincent goes for a dive down the inside into the final corner. That was smooth. Hayes is going to try to switch back. We're going to be side by side towards turn 1. They think it's the final lap, I think. Hayes brakes later for turn 1. You can just about see, but Vincent's going to try and squeeze it around the outside. They've touched, but they're still facing the right direction. Hayes retakes P3, but Vincent's still alongside, up towards turn 4. Hayes shuts the door again with that slightly different racing line towards turn 4 into the braking zone. Keeps it straighter. And it completely blocks off an overtake. Excellent defence from him. Vincent down the hill towards turn 6. Crashes through the camera. He's going to try it into turn 7 again, because he thinks he's only got 1 corner left. But Ido's coming around the final corner with about 10 seconds left in this race, so he's going to, unless he decides to back off and end this race early, he's got 1 lap to, he's going to have 1 more attempt. Yes, he's crossed the line. This is the penultimate lap, and they're about to come around the final corner and start the final lap. Vincent's got a good switch back out of the final corner, and Hayes is having to close the door, squeeze him towards turn 1. Vincent's going to try and dive down the inside. No, he's not. Hayes is going to have P3 for now. Final lap, as I said. It looked like Hayes had lost the back end for a little bit, but I don't think he did. Again, I thought there Vincent was going to try something around the outside. He's got to stay close if he wants to move around the final corner. That's I Redacted's gone off at the final turn 4 on the outside. Thank you to Ledge Hayes for following. Really appreciate that. Towards turn 6, 2 corners left, 2 attempts left for Michael Vincent. Hayes has gone wide. Vincent tried to do a late pull to the inside to try and get underneath, but it's not going to work. 1 corner left. Round the final corner will come Ronaldo Ido. He's won this race, but back to this battle. Good job from Ido. Awesome drive. He just cleared off Vincent's that pit stop. Vincent's got the switch to the outside. He's going to switch to the inside. There's a punt between the 2 of them, but it's not going to be enough. Murray takes P2, but Ben Hayes is going to take P3. Vincent's going to take P4. 3, 4. What a battle between the 2 of them. Awesome job. Costa's going to come home P5, just ahead of Diego Domingo, who did catch up that 4 seconds in the end, but not quite enough to make a move. Takuma comes home P7, just ahead of Brian Cagliari. Then will be Polybius. Around the outside of the top 10 will come Cano. Then Beauty behind that in P11. And Fail P12. So let's take a quick... I'll take a quick look at the Teams Championship. I believe it's... So I switch up to the AF Asia point system. We see P5 is 11 points. And P11 is 5 points. So that's 6 points gained for whatever the team was called, Paquette Motorsports, which means it is enough. BCR are your team's champions. Beauty finally gets a team's championship. He's going to get a gold name. Congratulations to him. Despite a P11 finish, that is, I think, his best result of the season. Which is a bit, considering his teammate, I can say this because it's Beauty. But yeah, P11. But he had some decent battles. Got wiped out at the first lap, which wasn't exactly ideal. Let's see if we can bring in the race winner, switch to the interviews. Well, I'll just switch over to a different voice channel. I'm deafening myself, and let's see if we can bring in Rinaldi Edo. Let's try him. Rinaldi, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello. You're a little quiet. Let me turn you up. Okay, there we go. Awesome job today on the race win. The start of that race was quite interesting for you, because it's sort of basically side by side between you and Murray, but Murray got the jump. Skip ahead to the pit lane. So you followed Murray in. Were you expecting to come out in front?
Sir. Yes, I don't think the undercut or maybe the overcut is working right here because the pace is same, I think. So I basically just follow the Mr. Murray. So yeah, I just think how about I hire the Red Bull crew, the pit crew, and then yep, it's working right now. I think.
Well, we saw on stream behind that, Sis Murray struggled to get into his box, and Domingo struggled even more. He ended up having to, I think he reversed into the pit garages before sort of getting it sorted out. So they both lost a lot of time. So you got a bit, I guess you got a bit lucky there, but after that you clearly showed your pace. You had a brilliant run.
Yeah. At the start of the race, maybe I just I try to keep my position on the turn one, and then the Murray is just side by side on me, and then yeah, I give the way for Sir Murray for the position, and then I just try to focus to keep my pace, and then try to my luck. Sorry, for the pit stops, because there is a mandatory for pit stop. So yeah, I just gambling for the pit stop. So it's just working for me.
It certainly paid off. Rinaldi, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
I'll send you back now. Have a good day. Have a good night, I guess, over there.
Yeah.
And see you next week for Bathurst.
Yeah. Have a good day too, man. See ya.
Thank you. Bye. Let's see if we can bring in the battle for P2 if we can. In fact, let's bring in Ben and... Oh, he's not here. Okay, yeah, he's not here, I don't think. Unless it's Sisyphus. It might be Sisyphus. But let's bring in... Wait, who did finish P2? I've forgotten. I've forgotten who finished P2. That's embarrassing. Yeah, it was Sis Murray, so we'll bring in, I'm guessing it's Sisyphus. We'll bring in Ben Hayes at the same time. Ben and Sis, I'm guessing I've picked the right person in Sis, but hello, can you hear us?
Hello.
Yep.
Lovely, I'm just going to turn up, I think I'm going to turn up both of you. Awesome battle today, we spent most of the race watching your battle. Yeah,
I was just about to apologise. Is that why you brought us in here? Because I wanted to. It was tight at the end, but it was obviously keen as fuck for both of it, eh? But yeah, I don't know if I squeezed you too tight. It's pretty stubborn.
No, it's fine. It's hard racing. That's what we come for.
that
It was good.
that
I didn't expect you to still be there around the outside, but it was good.
Yeah, it's good fun.
that was the very best of Assetto friends right there, I think. Some awesome battles.
Yeah, definitely, all the way throughout the field. I don't know what happened to Diego, but he seems to be having a good race up at the front with us, and I knew I just had to hold Vincent off on that final corner, so I just parked the bus.
We saw Cesar and Diego both had some issues in the pit lane. Talk us through that.
Yeah, I hadn't practiced the pit lane entry enough, and I was so focused on getting it right because I made a couple of mistakes in practice, and then I forgot that I was the very first pit box, so I missed it. Had to back up, and then I saw ahead that he did the same thing. I felt a little bit better about it, but yeah, that was embarrassing. Lost a lot of time to that. Lost the lead to Ito.
Well, the bright side is it brought us an excellent battle, and you got ahead in the end for P2. So awesome job on that. Anything else you want to say? I have been told to give a shout out for the Hayes family and young Jones. Just for you, Ben.
I believe that is for me. I think from the stream, I think we've got about 5 people just from my family. So
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. They seem to be taking over the chat. We've got Beth in here, and Captain Hayes is there as well, and the Ledge Hayes, who also followed. From what I could tell, at least 3.
Oh dear. Well, no, they're all a good bunch, and they all support me on it. We all take it seriously. So.
Well, they picked a good race to watch. They picked a good race to watch indeed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I still had a problem on my pit because I totally overshot because I had the first pit box and I just didn't realise I went sailing past it.
I think I saw a lot of people had overshot pit boxes here and there. I don't know. Maybe it's the short pit lane they got excited. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we don't have to worry about it next week. Got Bathurst next week.
God.
It's going to be great.
That one's got a chicane on the pit entry, though, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, that chicane on the pit entry. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm glad I don't have to drive it myself.
It's obviously going to beast it.
You can just yeet across. You know, who cares?
Yeah, I was tempted to use the earlier pit lane and Barbagallo as well, before the last turn. Would have been fun to go through. It looked like a nice bit of road.
It does. I think if it wasn't coned off, I'd say yeah, use that one, but it was. So you got to do it properly, I guess. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us, you two. I'll send you back now. Have a good
Cheers,
day.
Josh.
Have a good night. And that's gonna be it for today. Well, at least for AF Asia. As I said, later on today we've got AF1, that's at 5 PM GMT for the season finale at Montreal. Be sure to join us for that. Thank you all 16 people at least who have joined us today. A lot of support for AF Asia this morning. I know it's Sunday morning, in Europe at least. We have, yes, Mario says, so the announcements will be in AF1? Yes. We have 2 big announcements coming up later today in our AF1 stream, so definitely tune in for them. I won't say what they're for, but you can probably guess at least one of them. Yeah, so AF1 is tonight. AF3 has got a practice race next Friday, but we'll be back for the full thing. Washington DC Street Circuit on the 15th. AF4 is back for its season finale. It's a 5-way battle for the title. Unbelievable. 5-way battle for the title. That's next Saturday. And well, that's basically it. So until 5 PM, until 5 o'clock tonight, thank you everyone for watching. Join us on Discord, join us on Twitch, subscribe, all the good stuff, you know how to do it. Subscribe on YouTube as well so you can watch back this stream and the AF4 stream from yesterday and all of our streams for the last 5 months, I think. But until tonight, it's goodbye from me.